Evelyn Sage, 19, stood on the pier at Newport News. Clutching a single duffel and her father's last letter, her sea-gray eyes already looked older than the ocean. Her father, Captain Michael Sage, commanded the USS Gerald R. Ford, the mightiest carrier ever built. 6 months ago, his F-35 had vanished during night ops in the Arabian Sea, officially missing, presumed lost. Evelyn refused the word lost. She enlisted the day she turned 18, aced every test, and begged for a berth on her father's ship. The Navy, moved by the story or the headlines, granted it. Now the giant gray island rose before her like Judgment Day made of steel. As the brow touched the deck, aviation boatswain's mate First Class Lucas Hart, tall, sun-bleached, gentle-voiced, saluted her. "Welcome aboard, Sage." His Carolina lilt sounded like home she'd never had. Evelyn's heart cracked open the moment steel met sea. Flight deck nights on the Ford are louder than God's anger, yet quieter than grief. Evelyn worked the catapult's fingers raw, learning the rhythm of 80,000-ton miracles. Lucas taught her how to read the wind across the deck, how to feel a pilot's fear through the jet blast deflector. They spoke little of her father at first. Then one midnight, red-lit and roaring, Lucas handed her a folded photograph, her dad laughing in the ready room, arm slung around a younger Lucas. "He saved my life once," Lucas whispered over the scream of an F-35. "I owe him everything." Evelyn traced her father's smile with a trembling thumb. That night, under a river of stars sliding across the black water, she let herself cry for the first time since the knock on the door. Lucas stood beside her, silent, until the tears ran dry and the deck cooled beneath their boots. 3 weeks later, Cyclone Makunu barreled toward the task force. The Ford turned into the beast, flight deck tilting 40 degrees, green water exploding over the bow. A sailor was swept toward the edge, Petty Officer Amir Khan, only 21. The safety line snapped. Evelyn saw it happen in the flash of lightning. Without thinking, she sprinted across the pitching deck, boots skidding on hydraulic fluid, and threw herself bodily against Amir, hooking her arm through the pad eye as the next wave hit. Lucas reached them seconds later, hauling them both back from the edge. Soaked and shaking in the hangar bay afterward, Amir wept into her shoulder. "You're his daughter," he kept saying, as if that explained the impossible. Lucas looked at Evelyn like she had just rewritten the laws of physics. In that moment, she understood. Her father's spirit never left the ship. It lived in every soul who refused to let the sea win. On the last morning of deployment, the Ford steamed past the Virginia Capes. Evelyn stood at the fantail watching the wake unroll like white lace. Lucas joined her, holding a small wooden box. Inside lay her father's wings, recovered months later by a destroyer's drone, bent, scorched, but whole. "They found him," Lucas said softly. "He's coming home too." Evelyn pinned the wings above her heart. The ship's bell rang 8 times, clear and golden in the sunrise. Sailors lined the rails in dress blues, saluting the land that waited. Evelyn felt the deck thrum beneath her, like a heartbeat returned. She was no longer the girl who arrived carrying only loss. She was Lieutenant Junior Grade Evelyn Sage, daughter of the sea, keeper of its fiercest love, and somewhere beyond the horizon her father smiled, knowing his little girl had brought the mightiest ship and every soul aboard safely home.